Hey y'all, welcome back to another video. My name is Faisa if you are new here, and today's video is all about my postpartum journey since giving birth via C-section actually 7 months ago last week. I do a great variety of things on this channel as far as like lately a lot of mommyhood, especially while my husband is deployed. So yeah, if you guys would like to stick around, then just keep watching. So I'm starting with a freshly washed face. It's already moisturized, so I'm just gonna get into it. While I'm prepping and priming my face, I'm gonna start off my face. First thing I'm gonna use is going to be this Clinique Super Primer. I don't know if y'all can see that. Maybe there's a glare, kind of. I don't know if I'm gonna link the products below, but if you guys would like me to, I would totally do that. What is on my lip? Probably toothpaste. Okay, so this video is actually about how my body has changed after pregnancy, and it's actually kind of like weird things that you wouldn't like expect. So it's like, that's strange. The first thing that's probably the strangest is that I still have, like, they call them phantom kicks. It kicks you while they're in your belly. That's exactly what it feels like. Like, it feels like there's still a baby in there kicking you. Like, I can't explain it. It's the weirdest thing ever. And honestly, it can scare you because it's like, okay, I know there's a baby in there, so why are you doing that? I'm just gonna fill in my brows just a little bit with this pencil by e.l.f. I think I have the darkest shade, but I'm not 100%. I really like to have fluffy brows. I don't like them to be so structured. Okay. Don't. Just gonna brush out my brows. Sorry if I'm looking weird, but I have to watch myself do this or I will be looking crazy. Okay. So yeah, phantom kicks. Like, it literally is like those, not like a strong kick, but those like those beginnings of like feeling the baby kick, like when it feels like little butterflies and it's like, is that a kick or is that like a little soft, like little. And with my Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Flawless Wear Concealer, and I am just going to do just a little bit under my brows. Then I'm going to take a beauty blender and my MAC Fix Plus, and I am going to promise this will not look crazy forever. Alright, now I'm going to go in with my Bobbi Brown. It's a foundation stick, but I'm using it as contour. If I can get it to slide up. Did it break? Oh my gosh, it totally broke. Oh my gosh. No. I haven't even used it yet. Okay. Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. I have it in the color Rich Caramel, but I did not realize that this is actually my winter shade and I got it mixed up. So yeah, that's not fun, but we're gonna make it work. Right now I'm very into like minimal makeup, so like I don't have a bunch of products how I like used to. That is so strange to me is that I literally am still nauseous. Like, I don't know if it's because I'm breastfeeding, and they say like when you're breastfeeding you still have a lot of them, not just as many, but you still have a lot of those hormones up to like a year or two, something like that, depending on how long you breastfeed, obviously. But yeah, so I got so nauseous. I think the first time I got nauseous when Sophia was around like, what, like 4 or 5 weeks, and like Dylan cooked steak, and I don't know what happened, but I was chewing it, and it's like I kind of got like a little choked. And I was like, I was like, oh, okay, you know, I just got choked, whatever. And then I just started throwing up like profusely. Like I had to throw away my blanket because it was just that gross, and I didn't even want to wash it. Like it was just that bad. And like all I could get out was like, Dylan, get Sophie, get Sophie. He's just staring at me like, oh my gosh, because I was holding Sophia while she was sleeping. Don't know if I want to go in again with that contour, but I might. How this works, honestly, but I have not had a postpartum period. So yeah. And apparently when you're breastfeeding, it's possible, or very possible, for you not to get a period. So I haven't had a period, which can be scary whenever people say like, oh, you get it like 6 weeks, and I'm like, okay, I ain't got no period, so yeah, that can be scary. I'm gonna do my Fix Plus first before I set anything. That's just what works for me. I do not bake anymore because I realized that when I bake, it looks so splotchy, and I have no idea why it does that or what's going on with that, but I don't enjoy it, so I don't bake anymore. And I've been focusing on doing very minimum like makeup. The rest of my face, I'm just gonna use my e.l.f. powder. So another e.l.f. blending brush. I'm using an e.l.f. blending brush. The next thing that kind of happens to you after you have a baby is that can be a confidence thing. You just have to think about what your body just did. You just did something so amazing, and that thing is that you have or can have some loose skin. Then that loose skin can definitely have an effect on like your confidence. And as far as me, like I ended up getting a lot more stretch marks than I thought I would have. So that is definitely very, I guess it can be very challenging to be like, okay, I don't look the same way I did. And especially as far as like me being a trainer, it's kind of like, okay, I really have to find a way to not let this affect me in a way to where I don't feel confident enough to show my body, because I did something super amazing that I should be proud of, and those are a reminder of that. All right, I'm going to take my this is by e.l.f. I'm gonna take the brow side of this gel, which is a brow setting powder, and I'm just gonna brush those hairs up because, like I said, I like really fluffy brows, look very natural. And as far as somebody who like doesn't have a lot of eyebrows, like, then I'm gonna take my LA Colors. It's like a gel outline. Well, it's really for your brows, but I'm gonna use it as an eyeliner. And to just make it look more natural, I'm gonna use this instead. I'm gonna use this instead of a real liner or a black liner because this is actually brown. I don't know if it comes up that way, but it is. And I'm just gonna blend that out and make it look very smooth. Take my lash primer and I'm just going to kind of comb. So yeah, I really should have took notes to like remind myself of how my body has changed. Oh, okay, so specifically for my C-section mamas out there, my body, I don't feel as like strong. Like my core, like when I started back working out and I was doing split squats. And if you're not familiar with that is, split squats are when you put one leg on a bench or a box and the other leg is in a lunge position and you are squatting, I guess, long ways. Does that make sense? Kind of like you're in a lunge and you're gonna lower one knee to the floor while the other leg is in that lunge position. Lower your back leg that's touching the box or the bench and lower that towards the floor, and you're going to keep the other foot in that first lunge, your first foot that's in front of you in a lunge position. So those I could not do. Like, you use your core for more than you really think you do. And like, as far as running and stuff, I was terrified to run, which now I feel back to normal. But yeah, older mascara that I've had for a while now that I probably should replace. And then I have some lashes that I'm going to use by Kiss. I learned to get your lashes to look like really more natural, which obviously people know they're not your real lashes, but I think it just looks better than putting like the band on your eyelid. And I have sensitive skin, so it doesn't really work out for me to just put them on my eyelid because it just irritates it. But I put it on my eyelash. So that's what I do personally. A lot of people probably wouldn't recommend that, but that's just what I do. So do it at your own risk. I don't really have eyelashes anyway, so I'm like, what do I got to lose? Nothing. Sorry if I'm looking like not at y'all, I'm looking at the camera because I'm like watching myself do my makeup to make sure I'm doing it good. Oh, and you don't want to ever put your eyelashes on while the glue is wet because they'll just slide. Make sure it's like dry for like 30-40 seconds so it's tacky and it sticks. Another thing that I did not notice for a while, and I actually had to go look back at my old videos. Have y'all ever heard of pregnancy mask? It's called like melasma or something like that, and it's literally like a mask where your skin either turns lighter or darker, but mine actually turned lighter. Okay, and then after I put my lashes on, I always just squeeze them together. It's like a Google melasma. I can't think of, I'm thinking I'm saying it right. But yeah, it's literally like, some people can either look like freckles or it can just look like a lighter pigmentation. But honestly, I think the telltale sign of it is that like it appears on the other side of your face as well. And I had like, it looks like a little like nose strip almost, and it's like a lighter pigment. And honestly, I'm like an obsessive person, so I was like, oh my gosh, what's on my face? Like, I went to the doctor. I was like, I need some cream or something because I don't know what's going on with my face. Like, I take care of my skin, like I clean my skin, and I don't know, like, what is this? But yeah, it's like it looks like a nose strip, and it's just lighter color. And I'm like, where did this come from? Like, when did this happen? And I went back and looked at old vlogs when Sophia was like 6 weeks, and it was on my face then. So I'm like, okay, it's pregnancy mask. So this is the finished look. I just popped a couple curls in my hair, and I just wanted the really beachy, wavy look. I actually just got micro links, and right now I 10 out of 10 recommend. Like, I'm super excited about them. So yeah, I recommend, especially for somebody like me who has like fine hair. Like I had fine natural hair, fine relaxed hair. Like it's always been fine. Like no matter what I did, protective styles always pretty much didn't work for my hair. With the exception of a few, but like no matter if I really just took care of it or not, like it didn't matter. But that's just my type of hair. So yeah, so I really enjoy this being like a way to, you know, add something in there. Video, please give me a like, comment, subscribe. I do a lot of things on this channel: lifestyle, beauty, mommyhood, military, you name it. So bye.